right? I did the.
Can you hear this?
Yeah,
Pretty annoying, right?
it's fine. Are you on the page?
Yes.
Is it working? Is the video on?
I don't know.
Okay, I guess I'll check myself.
Griffin, are you
I'm
seeing
pulling
it?
it up right now.
Oh
Give
yeah,
me,
it
one
is
sec.
up. It is up. We're on. We're live.
Oh my god.
Is there a chat?
Whoa! That's got Ryan's table. This is cool. Yeah, there is a chat.
Okay.
Oh my
New,
god!
easier moderation. Press the Alt key to pause the chat.
Wow, we got a few people saying hi. We're live.
Oh shit!
Everybody
Hey,
can see
everybody.
our beautiful faces.
Yes. All right.
Good.
So I'm
Hey,
gonna start drawing
friends.
Venom, and you guys are gonna start talking.
Yeah, let's treat this like
Oh,
a real
man.
episode. Oh, I should
Okay.
I should play the theme.
Oh yeah.
I can just edit it in later if you
Well,
want.
I think it'd be cool if I just played it over the microphone. It'd be easy.
Do it.
No, yeah, sure.
All right, let's see here. Okay, everybody ready to start this episode?
I'm so ready.
Okay, cool. Here
Please.
we go. Here we go.
Stag. Man and his amazing friends.
And that's it. That's the theme.
That's the intro to this podcast. If you didn't catch it just now, the name of it is Stegman and His Amazing Friends. And it's Ryan Stegman's podcast. We're live for the first time ever. We're doing a live stream episode here. I'm Griffin. I'm a supple boy. Hey, everybody. This is my face if you haven't seen it before. That's Ethan. He's another
Hello.
supple boy.
I
And there's
am.
Ryan Stegman, doodling away in his office. Hey, Ryan.
Hi guys. I see that Dakota
everyone-
says that you look tall.
Yeah, you look tall apparently.
You look... Well, here it is. He's very tall. He's
No,
and
Griffin, you look tall apparently.
only in the Zoom chat.
Yeah.
Only in this chat.
Have you been
In real life.
Have you been eating more vegetables on quarantine?
More vegetables? Absolutely fucking not.
Oh.
Bunch of immune system stuff, you know, trying to get my vitamin C in every day, and that's about it. Ethan, what about you? More veggies?
Less veggies, more strawberry shortcake rolls has been my thing.
God.
That's been my signature snack.
Well,
So hey everybody.
I undertook a
on.
72-hour water fast, which means I only had water for 72 hours recently, and I'll tell you guys more about that later, because it went awry, and you guys will enjoy that.
Oh, of course we will. We love a little Ryan story time, especially when they go awry in Stegman.
that's the name of the
This is-
segment.
This is the
Going
kind
on-
of shit
going
you
awry.
get when we're not cutting it out. This is the live bits right here. So we're doing this live show, folks. We're gonna take some questions from you guys later. We also have a couple that we can probably pull from Twitter because we put a tweet out.
And they can ask
earlier
questions throughout,
today.
but we'll get to them if they pertain to what we're talking about.
We're already getting a lot of remarks. Nane Wooten says the supple boys should also be doodling, but I don't have anything to do that with. And also, Dakota Crows, after saying Griffin that you look tall in the chat, they said that I look short in the chat. So I don't know. That's
Couldn't be
that's
further from the truth of real
That's
life.
fucking weird.
I would love to doodle, but I have no artistic talent. So there's that. Ethan, can you draw some?
Some have said that I draw better than Ryan Stegman himself, but I don't want to. This is his show. Let's not
Was
overshadow.
that your mom?
It was actually.
Ooh.
I'm just happy that your mom knows who I am.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Ryan's doing some doodling for us tonight. Ryan, who are you drawing there?
Some guy, I don't know. Some people have heard of him, Venom.
hmm
Venom. It's always. Ooh, I accidentally just started singing Eminem's Venom song. That was cool.
Oh, shit.
Aren't you sick of drawing Venom, Ryan?
I'm not, but I just figured for our inaugural live episode, I'd draw Venom, and then maybe we'll take suggestions for another one, or we might do a character creation episode, stuff like that, where we'll draw different stuff. But first time out of the gate, give them what they want, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
We have a little segment on the show that we like to do. It's called Pop Culture News.
Didn't Donnie send us the theme for pop culture news?
I think he said he was gonna, and then he didn't.
That doesn't sound like Donnie.
I can check the email real quick.
No,
Let's see.
don't worry about it.
Pop culture news.
Okay.
That's
Good job, everybody.
That's the theme. Let's talk about pop culture. Do you guys like pop culture?
You can't ask that. It's gonna be another 40 minutes before they actually hear it.
You guys can't even hear it, but I just put in applause, fake applause. On
yeah.
the podcast.
Awesome.
All right. Well, listen.
Yes.
The pandemic has changed everything. For better and worse. Mostly worse. But better for Netflix, because Netflix is now currently worth more than Disney. You guys hear about that?
No, that's insane though.
Damn.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, their stock has hit an all-time high because of all the streaming, I suppose. And now they own all of us even more than Disney does. So.
Yeah, I love handing my soul over to corporations.
Yeah, that's worth noting.
Have you guys watched?
Yeah.
Have you guys watched that new Netflix reality show? What's it called? Too Hot to Handle?
Yes, I have.
How much of it?
Almost all of it.
Oh, I've got a few episodes left, but I'm enjoying it thoroughly.
Griffin, have you not seen it?
All I watch are the same things over and over again. So
I know.
No.
So
I haven't.
Griffin and I are both big Love Island fans, and Too Hot to Handle is a direct ripoff of Love Island.
Oh,
except
okay.
The whole premise is though that the twist on it is that they're not allowed to have sex, and so so there's a big cash prize at the end. But each time they do anything, each time they kiss or whatever, they're losing money from the eventual cash prize. I think a kiss was like $3,000 or whatever, but a full home run is like $20,000. So they're all kind of trying not to lose money from each other and whatever. It is TV, let me tell you.
But the real key is that they are finding true connections.
They really are. It feels like you're watching them fall in love. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Hey, JP's in here. What's up, JP?
JP!
Good to have you.
That's awesome. Hi, JP.
I haven't seen it, but I will get on that tonight, actually, because I do love some Love Island. So if Ethan says it's like Love Island, I will hop on that. I still haven't watched Tiger King.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know. I don't know. I've had every aspect of it ruined for me already. So it's like
I feel like it's still entertaining, even so. It's very well cast.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I'll dig into it still.
So we're talking Venom. Venom himself, Tom Hardy. His Instagram has been a massive center of Venom news in the past few days. Ryan, did you see the set video that he put out? That was a fight from the first movie, but it was like the behind-the-scenes video of it.
I sure did not.
It's incredibly awkward because no special effects have been added in. So here's the video. I'll just show it to you on my screen here. Here's them just kind of struggling as the symbiotes are to be added in later. It's I recommend everybody go look at that on Tom Hardy's Instagram. Pretty good. But that's not the biggest news. It's really good. But the biggest news is not that he's released. He released the title for Venom 2 on his Instagram with a little teaser. And it's titled Venom: Let There Be Carnage. Boys, what do we think of Venom 2's title?
Well, would have been a lot easier to just go with the good title of Maximum Carnage. I'm not clear on that decision to be Let There Be Carnage, but
Let there be carnage.
it's gonna make $1 billion no matter what they call it.
Yeah. I can hear Woody Harrelson saying "Let there be carnage."
Let there be carnage.
That's pretty good.
In his Annie wig. Absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this movie. Like, very, very genuinely, I'm very excited for this movie. I have mixed feelings on the original Venom film. I think there's elements in there that can work really well, and then I think there's elements in there that are bad. But Tom Hardy, I think, is great, and I think some of those VFX are pretty. Sony VFX are like always top notch. Like Amazing Spider-Man 2 is probably one of the best looking comic book movies that we have. Everything else, whatever other feelings you may have about it aside, but Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy Carnage, I think that's great, and Andy Serkis directing it, like, yeah, fuck it, I am all in. I'm very ready for this movie.
I'll see it on opening day again and get plowed while I watch it, meaning drink too much wine. And
that's not what I know that to mean.
Yeah, I meant, yeah, you know what I meant. We'll gloss over that. This one's live, Ethan. Don't forget that.
I know.
Get your brain out of the gutter.
So,
Ethan. Jesus.
I last time I got pretty sauced while I was watching it at the theater because I was not having a great time. But then it turned out to be a hit, so whatever. Yep. What do I know?
My here's my super cool, super fun experience with going to see the first Venom movie, and it is it's having kind of a bad week just generally, and Venom came out that night, and nobody else wanted to go see it, and I went and saw it by myself at 10 o'clock at night.
That's devastating. Come back this way next time.
Yeah. We'll go see it. Ethan,
I'll buy your wine and I'll get you sauced as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fly in just for a celebration of Let There Be Carnage.
Speaking of wine, huh?
Shit! This is not even the craziest thing that Tom Hardy put on his Instagram, though. We don't really know if this means anything. Somebody just pointed it out, but this chat is moving so fast. Somebody pointed out that Tom Hardy also put up like a little video of Venom, like chowing down, munching on MCU Spider-Man. It was like clearly like a fan thing or whatever, but he put that on his Instagram and then quickly deleted it like a mysterious celebrity man. So that's on there as well. So we could be getting, a crossover or something. Just like everybody wants, right? You guys want that?
I do want that. That'd be kind of fun. I mean, I don't think they'll do it because.
Do you not? Really?
I don't think that they're gonna let Spider-Man be. I don't know, because doesn't it feel like it's a little too adult, and that they angle Spider-Man as more like their kids' entryway point into the movies now?
Yeah.
But there's lots of bad parents out there, so they'll let them see it.
That's true. That's true. I think Sony's got a lot of stuff in the works. I think there might have been some stuff happening with that whole fiasco in the fall where we were concerned he may not be in the MCU anymore. So I think there might have been some plans made, maybe. Who knows? Spider-Verse is bigger than ever right now. Just that whole... we'll see. Spider-Verse 2 could throw a couple of curveballs at us.
Oh.
I'd love to see something like that regardless. So.
That'd be cool if they had Venom in Spider-Verse 2. I can't wait for Spider-Verse 2. Give me that now.
Oh, I know.
No, that's gonna be damn good, damn fine filmmaking right there.
Well, regardless of what we think, the Venom sequel has been pushed to 2021, so we gotta wait a little bit longer.
All right.
Bummer.
But
it's a bummer.
It is a bummer. You know what else is a bummer? San Diego Comic-Con has been canceled. Ryan, do you have any thoughts on that at all? I was curious.
A little bit. I mean, I was gonna do it this year. For the first time since I've been a pro, because I've only done San Diego. I used to do it when I was trying to break in, and then I broke in and I was like, I'm not messing with that. That's too much work. And then this year I was like, it's been long enough. I haven't been in a long time. I kind of wanted to go back. I was excited about that. I was going to take my wife out there and all that. And then we didn't get to go. So it's a little sad. And you know what I'm really going to miss is the Hyatt bar at night. That's great, but also at the end of the night, prostitutes roll in. So I'm gonna miss the prostitutes.
You just called me out for this one being a live show. You're like, Ethan, don't be inappropriate.
I had never seen besides when you're driving and you're like, oh, I'm near 8 Mile in Michigan. And then all of a sudden they were like, these women there, and I was like, what is going on here? And then somebody was like, you idiot, they're prostitutes. I was like, what? There's prostitutes here?
Just little fresh-faced Ryan Stegman doesn't know what's going on.
But do San Diego Comic-Con prostitutes cosplay?
Well, not back in the day, but I only saw them the one time, and I was pretty amazed. It was interesting. Watched the cop chase one out. It was great.
We just got a message from Green Lantern 1986 that says, more getting plowed talk from Ryan, please.
Oh,
see,
dear.
You know why?
I've blown it. Cancel the live streams.
Sexy.
Cancel the live streams. They're over.
Can we get a daddy is sexy in the chat?
That might be my favorite meme from this show.
Great meme. You definitely missed an opportunity to cross over for Easter with the Eat My Peeps.
Yeah,
we definitely got to capitalize on that.
People don't know about Eat My Peeps. There's a lot of people in the audience that don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
because the live show at the wayside.
And that's a story that I have to be in just the right mindset to tell, because it's.
Yep. Yeah, maybe we'll get you to tell Eat My Peeps again. Yeah.
We'll get you a little plowed, and then we can do it.
That's awesome. Ryan, do you like One Punch Man?
I love One Punch Man.
Well, good, because we're getting a live action one from Sony.
Really? I didn't know that. That's awesome.
From the same studio bringing you Venom, Let There Be Carnage, we got One Punch Man coming sometime when movie theaters are open.
I wonder what that'll be rated, because my son, I let him read. I shouldn't be letting him do these things. He reads manga all the time, and he read all of One Punch Man. And he's 9, but I guess that's a good enough age. But he started reading Chainsaw Man, this book called Chainsaw Man.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, that's funny. That looks cool. And then my friend started reading it, and he's like, did you know that there's, orgies in that? And then Chainsaw Man's goal is to touch boobs.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man is super horny.
So I called my son in when my friend was telling me this. I was like, hey, what's Chainsaw Man's goal? And he goes, oh, touch boobs. I was like, well, asked and answered.
He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped a "I am not your nutsack" in the chat as well.
That's another great.
That's another classic. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Ethan.
I don't know why it came up. Dakota said, we don't care about the quality. Oh, okay, because of the live show. He said, we don't care about the quality. The world needs Gun Bachelor. I would also like for Gun Bachelor to once again see the light of day. Hopefully
I don't even know what they're talking about. I wasn't even at C2E2.
That's not true.
Yeah?
Yep. Ryan, you mentioned the Hyatt Bar, and now that we have gotten to participate in Hyatt Bar activities, let me tell you, there ain't nothing like a Hyatt Bar at night, is there?
I love a good drunken comic book romp.
Yeah, you talk about it all the time. It was great to join in. That was a delightful atmosphere.
Yeah, you guys got to hang out with the big dogs. You guys met Scotty and all those guys.
It was.
Oh yeah.
And me and Ethan, cool. We were awesome.
We really killed it, I would say. Yeah. Listen, it's a shame that Donny Cates isn't here, because his favorite celebrity, Zoe Kravitz, who he expressed a lot of love for in the last episode, was in the news for saying that by the time that the Batman resumes production, because she's playing Catwoman, they're going to have to make the cat suit bigger because she's been eating like shit over the quarantine. So that's funny. It's interesting.
I have a feeling she'll be fine.
Yeah, probably. It's interesting to think about these movies just going on pause for so long, and they just have to
try to adjust the light in here. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what? No, that's it. That's literally all the pop culture news. So let's drop it.
Oh shit. That's it? Huh?
Yeah.
Movies are getting canceled. Movies are getting delayed. Movies are being titled "Let There Be Carnage."
I mean, in comic book news, we could say really quick, there's a fan Hellboy comic coming out because they're trying to keep Hellboy going while the official comics aren't coming out, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, some writer Benjamin Ravello and artist Michael Monaghan are keeping Hellboy going themselves. So that's pretty cool. Go check that out.
Have you seen Mike Mignola's serial drawings?
Yeah, man, they're super cool.
Yes, absolutely. They're really awesome.
Yeah.
Mike Mignola is pretty all right. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's fine. Well, that's all the pop culture news. And now on to the next segment of the show, which is where we talk to our guests that we usually have, which is usually Donnie Cates. It is not Donnie Cates this week. It's actually nobody this week. You know what we're gonna do instead, Ethan, is me and you. We're gonna take the spotlight.
Okay, I would love to do that.
Wait a minute.
Hey. Uh-oh. Ryan, how's it coming over there?
No, I was just saying...
I mean, we can see it on the stream. It looks good.
I don't think that you guys should do any talking. I think we should just sit here in silence until I finish this drawing.
We could if you wanted to.
You can't toss a bit like that at me and Ethan, because me and Ethan will see it through. We will.
We love to
bit.
overcommit.
Right.
We just did an episode of our own podcast where we pretended to be living in the year 1602 for like an hour and a half.
It was hard.
It was really difficult.
I think I would recommend anybody listening to this podcast do not listen to that episode.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad show.
So are we gonna do some Q&A stuff, or what are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, let's do
Q&A stuff.
Or you guys can talk. You guys can talk. Go ahead. What do you guys want to talk about?
I mean, I think we've said it all. Griffin and I don't need to talk about anything.
All right.
Absolutely not.
We got some
pop
Q&A.
on over.
Did we have any emails?
There might be a couple, but I know that I have at least a few from Twitter that we'll get to. And folks in the chat, if you want to start dropping questions right now, there's actually a few right here. While I look for stuff on Twitter, Ryan Daily Serving asks, what version of Thor will fight Null in the final battle?
What version
which
of
final
Thor?
battle? I don't know.
There's no Thor.
Yeah.
Listen, he's trying to get stuff out of me, and he's making me nervous, so move on. Making me nervous about what I'm about to say.
We'll keep going. Baranis he says, for the AMA, bit of a long question. As an individual with a severe physical disability, I've always been interested in representation of characters with disabilities in stories. Especially in fantasy or superhero stories, such characters are often written in such a way that their disabilities are mostly erased. Example, Daredevil. Or they are written in a way that isn't empowering, and he cites Gabe Reyes. Those characters can definitely work and be interesting, but I also find them difficult to relate to. As creators, I'm curious if you've considered what representation of characters with disabilities in stories might look like. As I'm sure it will come up, I think Emmett from God Country might be one of the best representations of a character with a disability I've seen. Donnie is not here, but I'm sure he would be very, very thankful for that comment.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had much conversation about that. When you're working on a Marvel property, I guess that would be something that we could go out of our way to do. But we just haven't, because we've been kind of playing in a sandbox of characters that already exist. But it's definitely something to think about, and I'm glad that you like what Donnie did with Emmett, because that's just nice to hear that everybody's getting represented in a way. But yeah, something to think about for the future, for sure. When Donnie and I do more stuff, that'll be something that we put on the table.
Sweet.
We got an email that is all in giant bold blue text, and I'd like to. It's directed right to you, Ryan. This is not even to the show. This is directly for you, buddy. It says, "Hi, my name is Boris Nolan from Memphis. My wife has been viewing your website on my laptop, and I guess she likes your piece of work. I'm also impressed and amazed to have seen your various works too. You are doing a great job. I would like to purchase one of your piece as a surprise to my wife on our anniversary. Kindly send pictures and prices of some of your art which are ready for immediate sale within price range $500 to $3,500. I hope to hear a lot more about any available piece in your inventory ready for immediate sale. Thanks and best regards, Boris."
Well, okay. I'll take care of that at some point. Thank you, Boris.
Ready to do some business over the show?
Yeah, I guess so.
We got an email about the
Ethan,
Keanu. Go ahead.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
over in the chat room over here, we got so many people talking about our show, Spider-Man Reboot.
Yeah,
I
noticed
don't
that.
believe
Dylan
it.
Cameron's asking where all the episodes went, and our good buddy named Wooten is saying that we're going to get picked up for a feature film, which we can't deny nor confirm.
No.
And of course Dakota's asking where's all the episodes? Can't find them. Where'd they go?
I thought we'd just move right past this, but if we want to answer, where the episodes went, did you not listen to the most recent ones? We got lost in a time vortex.
And now they're gone.
Time got all fucky, man. There's all kinds of stuff going on, so you got to listen. Right now, there's one episode on the feed, and it's pretty essential lore if you want to know what's going on with the show. So I would go check that out. Lots of lore, and there's another one coming out in a couple days. So there's
the
that
next
also.
2 episodes are gonna be all so much lore. You can't miss them.
Yeah, like entirely lore. So enjoy that. Also, yeah, we are a feature film. And just like the feed episodes, the feature film will come out on iTunes, and then after a couple of months it'll disappear, and we won't tell you why.
Have you guys have never told them why you took them down?
No, well, I mean,
we told them it's because of the time vortex.
It's pretty evident from the narrative of the show. We got sucked into a time vortex, and reality is being rewritten. But people want to know,
this is the kind of crazy shit we could be doing on your show, Ryan. But I don't think we just don't have the creative.
It would take a little preparation.
Yeah, a little more than me just like today being like, "Huh, are we doing this? Hey guys!" At like 5 p.m.
I gotta say though, I'm proud of you figuring out the stream stuff. You fucking nailed it like immediately. It's pretty good, man. And I felt bad when initially it wasn't working right. I was like, oh no, he was so excited.
I know, I was scared. I was pretty mad there for a minute.
Live stream has been in the works for some time now. We've been trying to do a live show for a while, and now here we are. And I hope everyone's enjoying it. Just in the chat. Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
I wanted to say this image that I'm drawing for this will be available for sale. I think we'll put it up maybe around the time the episode comes up on Twitter. It comes out on Twitter, and we'll just make it like something that you can bid on and buy for yourself. So just so you guys know, you'll be able to get this piece. It's up for sale. Go ahead.
The Stegman and His Amazing Friends live stream original. Justice asked us in the chat what comics we've been reading during quarantine.
Ooh, I like that question.
What did I read most recently?
What do you got, Ryan?
I've been reading My Hero Academia still. I kind of pick that up and go in and out of it. What the heck? I was just reading something and I can't remember what it is. Oh well, go ahead. You guys go.
I recently finished Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed reading that. I've been reading Dr. Stone. That's a really good manga as well. And then American comics, I'm finishing Preacher because I never actually finished Preacher, and that's also really great. And then I've been reading Miracle Man because Ryan and Donnie were talking about Miracle Man recently, and Miracle Man is awesome.
Would you
Griffin?
say that it's okay that my 9-year-old read Dr. Stone, or is that one also bad?
I mean, I'm not like way far in, but like so far it's not very horny. So,
okay.
yeah, Yeah.
It's not super horny, but there's a
Like,
little
well,
bit
I
of
think
horn.
with all like shonen manga, there's a certain level of horny, just like a little bit. But like Dr. Stone, I think is pretty tame. Like I could be talking out of my ass, and like a few volumes down the line, there's an orgy or something. I don't know. But yeah. Also, we gotta read Green Lantern 1986's question after Griffin because he keeps posting the same question.
Yeah, we will.
Griffin.
I am finally reading Black Hammer.
Yeah, baby.
And it's super cool. I love those character designs, and stuff's kind of fucked up. And I am about to read our good buddy, or mortal enemy, should say, Chip Zdarsky's Comixology mini-series Afterlift. I'm going to read that, and I've been reading Brian Michael Bendis' Words for Pictures, learning how to write some comic books.
That's pretty good. It's a good book.
And that is what I've been up to.
Anybody
Please.
that hasn't read Black Hammer needs to go read Black Hammer.
Fine.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
I will.
Fine. Buy it on
It's
Amazon right
it's
now,
awesome.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Not from Amazon, from a
like
shop.
I would say, I'd say Black Hammer is one of my favorite series of all time.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And you've read
Only
it.
if
So.
So,
I know, yeah, exactly.
So he does. All right, what was this question?
Green Lantern 1986 said, Ryan, what was the first big skill improvement that leveled up your art?
That's tough. So I think that this will be a long-winded answer, but I think that everybody starts with a level of taste, right? So you start drawing, and you know if you're good, or if you're going to be good, you probably know that your own drawings are crap to a degree. They're the best you can do, but you know that you could do better if you could figure out how to do it. So the first big increase in leveling up sort of things was I got really into animation drawing and learning how they do it. And they draw through everything, and you have a tendency to want to draw, just have your drawings be, every line be the final one. But I learned from animation that you kind of draw through everything. Everything's a shape, and you make it all these shapes, and you stack these shapes on top of each other. And so once I started doing that was the first time that I feel like I was able to get my drawings to look more like what I had in my head and live up to my taste level. It's only been in the past couple of years that I feel like most of the time I get the drawing out of myself that I envision. But you just feel yourself getting closer and closer throughout your life until you start hitting it. But you learn all kinds of different ways of approaching a drawing, all kinds of stuff. And so at first it used to take me, 40 hours for a page because I would just draw it and redraw it and redraw it because I was like, I know that what I'm trying to do here and I can't do it. But then, so I hope that answers the question.
I think so. Nain Wooten wants to know if you can get Donnie to have Venom say gangway, which people will know is a thing from our show.
Then no, absolutely not.
Was he asking for the book or for this sketch here?
Oh, for the sketch. Yeah, if you could just draw a little word balloon that has Venom saying gangway, it would make many people very happy.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, fair enough.
It's cool. That's cool. Green Lantern says, thanks, Ryan, and thanks, Supples. That's us. We're the Supple Boys. I can't really... Ryan, why did you pick Supple? When the episode we were talking, because, of course, the old Marvel bullpen, they gave each other all these little nicknames that were sometimes alliterations or not.
This is who we are.
It's
shout
become
this
a
at us.
part of our identities now.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys just look so fresh-faced and young. You know?
Yeah.
You look like children to me.
We are children to you.
Yeah.
It's okay. Hey, Ethan.
Hey, man.
Hey, everybody. It was Ethan's birthday yesterday. Can we get a happy birthday in the chat?
Can we get a happy
Supple
birthday in
Ethan?
the chat, please? Yeah, thank you. Ryan, what did you get me, man?
I learned how to live stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bucky, that's what I wanted. How did you know?
Dope.
I'm a supple young 22-year-old now. Uh-oh, Dylan Cameron says this is making studying difficult. We should shut off because Dylan's trying to study.
Shit.
Can anybody,
Dylan.
somebody in the chat, please tell us also who's getting drafted in the NFL draft as it happens? I need to know who the Lions take.
Yeah, Griffin needs to know too.
I'm very invested. I'm very invested in the Detroit Lions in 2020. Come on, Ryan.
Oh, I got a bunch of happy birthdays. Thanks, guys.
Let's see. I gotta retweet this thing. Ryan put out a thing. I should retweet it. Retweet. I'm seeing some of the behind-the-scenes fun happening right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Do you want some more questions, Ryan? Can you handle it?
Yeah, I got it.
More questions.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Ryan, I think I fell in love with your work on Uncanny Avengers a few years ago. Definitely my favorite of your work. So wacky. Do you have a favorite memory or issue from that run?
It's funny that he said.
Also, do you find it offensive for your art to be referred to as wacky?
Have you seen my Uncanny Avengers?
Yeah,
stuff?
it's a little wacky.
Yeah. I went out the deep end, messing around with style. Some people love it, like really, really love it, and most people hate it. But I will say, I like the first issue the most because that's when I was drawing it before knowing that people were going to be upset about it. So yeah, my answer is the first issue, and I enjoyed drawing in that style, but I don't feel like it necessarily is my style per se. Like I'm happy with the place that my style's in right now, but I did have fun going hog wild on that first one.
Well, it's Nick's favorite of your work. He's super into that style.
Yeah, he's one of the few. There's about 6 people out there. Scotty Young's one of them who absolutely love the way I drew that. Riley Rossmo's the same way, where he thinks that's like the coolest stuff ever. But those guys draw weird, you know?
They draw weird, but they draw cool.
Mm-hmm.
I would say. I'm trying to pull up this draft for you, Ryan.
No,
Ryan Hack has kind of an existential question. He says, "Ryan, your art is so inspiring. Is it true that if you put in hard work, you can get good at anything?"
I think so. I would like to think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I think that if you follow where I started and what the type of work I'm able to produce today, then it is kind of proof that, you know, just working hard you can improve and get better and better. And, you know, it's discouraging when an artist comes along who's just fully formed somehow when they're like, you know, in their 20s. But for the most part, I think that you know, like, I don't think I could be an NBA basketball player because I'm not athletic enough. But, you know, there are definitely most things you can probably figure out, yes.
That's pretty neat.
That's how Griffin and I figured out podcasting. That's how we mastered it.
Oh, did you guys
master it? We've been podcasting since we were in fucking diapers. Oh,
we mastered it.
He roasted us, Ethan. He roasted us.
Ugh, I hate
Not
it.
really. Not really. I was just asking.
No, he roasted us. These working conditions are fucking ridiculous. Jesus. It's next, Ethan.
We got
another question.
We got an email for Ryan that says, "Thanks so much for the awesome Keanu story."
It's directed to me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it is. It went to the email for the show, so that applies to whoever is currently on the panel.
Right.
I'm a huge fan, and I've seen hundreds of hours of interviews with him that make me understand the answer to the weird but funny end to your meeting. Keanu, as much as I love him, is completely lost when it comes to jokes and sarcasm. It's funny because he takes everything super literally and looks confused. It's great because it's him. Gina Horton.
Thank you, Gina Horton.
Ryan, Go ahead, Ethan.
I was just gonna say, is it a goal of yours to also meet Keanu one day?
Yeah, I'd like it to be just like, you know, I think that if we did meet, we'd probably be best friends, and he'd probably come on the podcast and stuff. So, I know Donnie had a fleeting relationship with him, but I tend to have much more intense relationships, and everybody loves me and hanging out with me. So, they may have ended their relationship, but I think someday me and Keanu will be much closer than Donnie and Keanu.
Okay, there's some people in the chat that are updating us on the draft. I don't know what any of it means, but I'm going to say these words, and maybe they'll mean something to you, all right?
Okay.
Okay, the Lions are on the clock.
Ooh.
And Goff to Rams and Burrow to Bengals.
Burrow to Bengals, Goff to Rams. What?
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Jared Goff was drafted years ago. But Joe Burrow went to the Bengals, okay.
Lions picked Jeff Okudah.
Oh my god. They did it. Did they really?
CB for Ohio State. That's NC triple A.
Okay, well, I'm already mad. I can't handle doing the rest of this podcast.
We gotta shut it down. Ethan, there's a question for you from our buddy Nate Wooten.
No, I wasn't going to read this.
and it's how many hours of superhero porn have you studied? Ryan, have you seen what your supple boy over here has been posting on the internet?
I know that he's been watching the Spider-Man porno or something.
I did 2 YouTube videos talking about this guy Axel Braun that makes superhero porn parodies, but he spends his budgets are the highest in porn because he buys super accurate costumes and stuff for all these superheroes, and then actually tries to do story stuff with them. Mm-hmm. And I did one over Captain Marvel XXX and Deadpool XXX. Those were his 2 newest ones, and Deadpool XXX was surprisingly dead on. The guy does a perfect impression of Ryan Reynolds, and it's really bizarre to watch. So to answer Nate Wooten's question, I watched probably 4 hours of it for just those 2 videos, but that's outside of my personal life, which I won't get into.
So you sit down and you watch all of these? I've never watched.
No. Just for the videos, I watched those 2, and listen, I skipped through most of the sex, okay?
I've never watched a full porno in my life.
Yeah, I hadn't before this, but I had seen the clips on YouTube of the costumes and stuff from these guys, and I was like, I gotta talk about this, and it was fun. So Ryan, when you get a chance, go. Dakota Crow said we need more porn breakdowns, Ethan. So the people are demanding it. And Ryan, I would say now's the time for you to jump onto my YouTube channel, man. Take a look.
Okay, I will. You bet. And I'll watch the movies too.
Dakota claims those videos are fucking hilarious, so people like what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were pretty good. One sec. Let's see. Ryan, who did you want the Lions to draft? Someone's wondering.
Tua. Not because I wanted Tua, but because I wanted us to either draft Tua or trade down. I can't believe they let Miami take Tua, and because Miami wouldn't meet our asking price for trading. So now it's just Okudah is a huge drop from the top 3 picks. I'm mad. From the top 3 players.
Nuts is right with you and says,
yeah.
Nothing gets me off like draft disappointment.
Yeah.
Amen, dude. You were saying something, Ethan?
Oh, I was going to read the exact same thing. Yeah, I thought that was funny. Also, we got one that says, Supple Boys, what's your dream X-Men team? Griffin, what's your dream X-Men team?
Wolverine.
Real original.
Cyclops.
Yeah, you would be with Wolverine, fucking basic bitch.
I'm driving a
Rita
wedge between you guys right
Repulsa.
Maggot.
Voldemort.
Whoever you just said got drafted in the fucking
Tua.
Yeah.
Maui. And Yoda. I think that's a pretty good team right there. Ethan?
I think just 9 Professor X's, because if you have more, more than one Professor X, you're unstoppable.
I feel like Hickman will figure that out at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
The Council of Professor Xavier's.
Oh hell yeah! God, we'll have so many councils. Ethan, maybe are we working on a council? Do we have a council of our own? Never mind. Never mind. We'll get there.
Good little tease. Good little
Oh.
tease.
Little tease.
Uh,
Ryan, what about your team? Your X-Men team?
Wolverine. I like the classic team pretty much. I do like guys like Maggot and stuff, but only from like a nostalgia standpoint. But I
You
think
got Dupe on there? Is Dupe on your team?
no. I would like to have about five total X-Men. That's my, but not including Xavier. So like
Dylan did an addendum to my Professor X's, my 9 Professor X's, but he said, but half of them can walk, which I think would, yeah, that would probably.
Well, the half of them can walk, and they'll push the other ones.
Oh, right.
and
That's a
they'll be
team,
mad. The ones that can walk will be all hot to trot, and
dude.
the
Civil War.
Mhm.
Civil War.
Civil War. Professor X, Civil War. That'll be good. That'll be good. Oh man, Gooish Monster? Gwish Monster? Hey Ryan, will you come back to doing the art on Venom anytime soon? I miss Venom being the Donnie and Ryan show. Ryan, oh my god! When are you coming back to Venom?
I've been drawing Venom every day. You'll see. You will see. That's all I can say.
Ryan, are you done with Venom?
I am not.
We've answered
Why-
this question a whole on the show, and Ryan and Donnie have both gotten it frequently. Ryan is drawing Venom every day of his life. You just don't know it yet. You haven't
Tippy-Toes
seen it?
Nuts said that the no X-Men team is complete without the strongest William Henry Harrison.
I agree. I
yeah.
agree. He's like, you talk about power levels and like who's OP in the Marvel U, and it's like Professor X, Jean Grey, like Phoenix Force, Scarlet Witch, William Henry Harrison, the strongest William Henry Harrison, way
It's
at
like,
the top.
yeah, there's Omega level mutants, and then there's like Omega level mutants, and that's.
Well, we're doing a lot of lore work here now, Ethan. Are we confirming that the strongest William Henry Harrison was a mutant? No. Maybe?
Well, I would say that Hickman could do a lot with the strongest William Henry Harrison.
Yeah, I agree. Where is William Henry Harrison of X and William Henry Harrison of X?
The Council of William Henry Harrison.
It actually does seem like something Hickman would do to just start making former presidents X-Men.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Definitely.
good. I'd be all about it. Hey, I actually did a little reading up on some of our past presidents because I just wanted to get a grasp on how many of them have been awful. A lot. The answer is a lot.
Oh
of
yeah,
them have
so
been
many.
awful.
So
And
many.
but of course, our friend William Henry Harrison was only in office for about a month, and then he died. But then his grandson Benjamin Harrison, who is also a part of our story, if you go back and listen to the episode we have with Mr. Kenny Porter, where we fleshed that story out, turns out Benjamin Harrison was actually pretty good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, there you go. The Harrison family did some good work for America, at least in the sort of overall summarized version I read. Can we get a W in the chat for William Henry Harrison?
Ryan, do you watch Cowboy Bebop?
Yes, of course.
Somebody's asking what your favorite character and episode of Cowboy Bebop are.
Oh man, I think I've only watched the whole series once, so it's hard to pull that out. I mean, design wise, it's just Spike. I mean, he's the coolest looking character, so long, and I try to do that every once in a while, and it just looks dumb when I do it, where I make a character like 25 feet tall, the way that he does. Like he's like 12 heads tall or something.
We're getting a lot of W's in the chat.
Yeah.
But Spike is really cool, and then I would just say the first episode, I guess, but only because I can't remember. Like, I honestly haven't watched it in a while, and I can't remember. But I've started it maybe like 10 times and not gotten past like episode 3, in a rewatch. Not because it's bad or anything, just, a rewatch is never that important to you. And so I've seriously seen the first episode at least 10 times, probably more. So we'll just go with that.
Yep. I just showed it to my little brother for the first time, and he loved it.
How old's your little brother?
Awesome. I say little brother. He's younger than me, but he's 18. So.
And he's taller than you, I imagine, right?
I think he's getting there. I think he might be,
great.
actually. So, and he's much more jacked than me. So, if you could imagine me, but a bit slightly taller, much more muscular.
I don't think I could imagine you more muscular.
Overall better.
He's the good one.
You're right. I'm jacked. I'm shredded.
Ryan, have you gotten Donnie to read any of those, quote, dumb backwards comics yet? People are asking a lot of manga questions.
No, but I'm sure he will on his, because Meg likes manga, so I think that they'll probably do some on their book club podcast that they do.
That's actually in competition with us, so we're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh yeah, cut that out in post.
Yeah, we definitely can't say that it's on the Devil's Advocates YouTube channel on Saturdays at like 6 p.m. We cannot say that.
And that it's a great show. We can't say that it's a great show.
Definitely not that. Absolutely not that.
Matthew
Okay,
Seaborn asked if we're working on creator-owned books. Are you working on a creator-owned book, Griffin?
Oh, Ryan?
We're cooking some things up, yes.
Uh-oh.
The oven is on, you could say. Somebody, Guish Monster's asking, is this for a Venom cover? No, this is not for a Venom cover. This is just for this episode. We were talking about it earlier, if anybody missed it. You guys will actually be able to buy this, so stay tuned, and you guys might be able to pick up this piece that Ryan's working on right now. What are some more things? Oh, Kevin Glide says, "Hey Ryan, fellow Spartan here. Did you have a favorite bar/spot back in East Lansing? Go Green."
Yes, the Riv. That's where we spent all of our time. Like, the most degenerate hours of my life have been spent at the Riv, which was really all my hours in college.
Hell yeah. My most recent trip to East Lansing featured me puking on the floor and then sleeping in it. So
you do that so much. You're a fucking mess.
Wait, that was you saying that, Griffin?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying somebody said that in the chat. Oh, that's impressive. I'm proud of you.
And to be clear, Ethan, I don't often sleep in it. Sometimes it's in a bathtub.
Tippy Toes Nuts said, "Hey, it's been 5 minutes. Ryan, when are you coming back to Venom?"
Oh my god.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Kevin Glide says, "Yes." You must be a Riv fan. Is asking, what is wrong with you?
Why are you skipping the one where Rob Rush said, "Is Ryan an alcoholic?"
Ryan, are you?
What's the depends on what your definition is.
What's the functioning definition of an alcoholic?
I would say I enjoy drinking, but I take my nights off. I don't drink every night anymore.
I think that sounds like a no. For now.
Thank God he didn't ask about us.
You guys are allowed to be.
Ethan,
You're in your 20s.
Yeah. That's okay. It's quarantine, so I had myself a Blue Moon last night. That's it. It's the first beer I've had in a little bit. A couple weeks. Month. I don't know. Time is an illusion right now. How many days has it been? Guys, I ordered Dinosaurs, the box set of Dinosaurs, the sitcom from the 90s, and I am so goddamn excited.
That is the worst decision I've ever heard of in my life.
Are you shitting me, Ryan?
No. I mean, I was so... That show was made for me. I was a TGIF kid. I loved dinosaurs in general. I was so excited for that show to come on, and then it was just like... Oh, it was terrible.
talking about? What are you talking about?
Have you gone back? Have you ever like just not necessarily gone back to, but have you ever stumbled across it later in life at all?
No, I don't think I'm going to.
You will after I tell you that that show I feel like was surprisingly like ahead of its time. I don't know. There've been because it was on Hulu, and I started a rewatch of it in the fall, and then Hulu yanked it, and it never resurfaced. Hence, I had to order myself the box set. But for anybody that doesn't know, Dinosaurs, I feel like was totally ahead of its time because I watched a few episodes, and that shit could have been made today and would still be totally relevant.
Yeah, I like it.
It was pretty damn good. I was impressed, and the puppet work is like, that's wild. How old were you when that was on, Ryan?
I don't fucking know. Too old.
Too old to be watching Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, well, I'm 21 watching Dinosaurs, so whatever. Oh, man, can we get a W in the chat for Dinosaurs, the sitcom?
What's our time marker at here? How long have we been on?
Well, we started at 8. It's 8:55.
Okay.
So we've been going for about an hour.
All right.
God, let's wrap it up. Jesus.
Dylan Cameron said that he's watching from Marquette and he's graduating from Northern Michigan on Monday.
Oh, cool.
Holy shit, somebody said, why does the guy on the bottom look like Leslie Knope's husband? That's at me. Damn.
Hey.
I'm Adam
That's
Scott.
good, though. You're Adam Scott. Adam Scott's a handsome-looking man.
Yeah.
He's handsome. He's just got a weird shaped head. That's why
It's a gigantic head is what he has.
I think the hair makes my head look gigantic, but I'll take it. Yeah, no, it's fine.
I definitely think probably a big part of it. You got that. He's got the spiky hair. You got spiky hair. Spiky hair. You and Adam Scott.
Me and Adam Scott.
Congrats on graduating, dude. Sorry that you got cucked of a ceremony just like myself. It's a weird time to be alive. But congrats nonetheless, man.
Somebody asked the Supple Boys, Dakota asked favorite Spidey themed meme. I think probably the ones from our own show.
I agree. Spider-Man Rewind. Give it a plug. It's one episode on iTunes. We have one episode.
Probably Pretty Sick. That's probably my favorite Spider-Man meme.
Have you seen the ones where from the Spider-Man porno where they put music to the guy slapping the Spider girl's butt?
No, I haven't.
No.
Maybe I'll pass that one along too because it got me laughing pretty hard the other day. So.
All right. I would.
Oh, man.
You'll have to send me that link. Put it in the chat so we can all enjoy it.
If I had it handy, I would.
Hey, Raimi memes are fantastic. What would you say is your favorite Raimi meme, Ethan?
My favorite Raimi. I like the variations of Norman. I'm something of a scientist myself. I like the various versions of that. Those are always really good.
I like what is it? The 4,400 years we've barely tapped the vastness of human potential.
Yeah.
Love that one. That's a good one. And all the Toby ones. Pizza Time's great. Oh, last week we didn't even get a chance to really talk about Sam Raimi directing Doctor Strange. We can talk about that for a quick second.
Sounds good.
That's awesome.
I am all over that. And that's going to be super, super exciting, I think. And he's a genius. This is his first movie that he'll be directing since Oz the Great and Powerful in 2013 or something like that. And that's crazy that he's taken such a break. I hope he's been charging up his creative energies and he's going to dump it all into Doctor Strange because that is just wild. He could do some super, super cool stuff with that.
Yeah. Dakota said, "Whoa, Ryan knows the Spidey porn deep lore."
Yeah, I was not letting on how much I knew earlier. I know all of it.
Daddy is sexy.
Yeah.
Ethan and I have a favorite bit from the Spider-Man porn. We've seen the Spider-Man porn. Of course we have. We're the Rewind boys. We've seen everything.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
If you guys watch the scene, the scene which is the upside down kiss, which then escalates into upside down other stuff and that. There's a bit when Spidey's fighting the guys that are mugging MJ, and one of them goes, "Who the fuck are you?" And it's so fucking
kind
good.
of casual because he's just kind of blatantly, not blatantly, but like clumsily just like threatening Mary Jane, and Spider-Man lands behind him, gives him a little acting with this, taps him on the shoulder, great Spidey moment. And this dude turns around like it's just a little tiny little inconvenience, turning around to Spider-Man, who the fuck are you? Oh God.
Mr. Mayo hopes that we get to see you draw the Maker some more, Ryan.
I love
hope
the
so
Maker,
too.
yeah. I would love to.
I also love the Maker. Mm-hmm.
It was so great when we got to see him take his helmet off in one of those recent Venom issues, and he's got a gross ass looking head.
Oh shit!
No.
Somebody just dropped. Comic Quirk said, "Everyone in the chat, fuck, marry, kill out of the three of us." Oh no!
Oh no!
Griffin, you're so dead.
Oh fuck!
Then you gotta marry me because I'm rich, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this sucks.
And you gotta fuck me because I look like Adam Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it! Somebody said you have Andrew Garfield there in the chat.
Oh,
Ethan,
I
how's
know.
that make you feel?
It feels good. I feel really good about that. That's all I've wanted a stranger to say to me in my life.
Ethan, how much of our adolescence was shaped because of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie?
Somebody said, marry Adam Scott, fuck Ryan, and I don't know who the guy on top is.
God damn it!
Sorry, Griffin.
I don't want to do these anymore, Ryan.
The show's over.
Anyway, yeah. No. What did you say about influencing our childhoods?
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies were web stands. How much did those impact us as teenagers?
Oh, so much. I love those movies more than most people, I feel. Marry Ryan, fuck Ethan, never existed Griffin, heart. Fuck Griffin because he's got a supple body, kill Ethan or whatever his name is, and Ryan because he's got that cheddar.
Yep.
He's got that cheddar, baby.
Kill them all and take their Spidey porn. These are all good answers.
Some of them are nicer to me than others.
Yeah.
I like the variations. Some people are doing Mary, M-A-R-R, and a couple are doing Mary, M-E-R-R-Y.
Yeah.
Very festive. I would like to get festive with Brian.
Festive boys.
Festive boys.
Lieutenant Carnage, LT Carnage says the Amazing Spider-Man 1 is seriously underrated. I really like it for a Spidey movie I saw in theaters. Ryan, you like the Amazing movies?
The Amazing.
Dude hasn't even seen the second
Yeah,
one.
you've asked me this.
Oh, yeah.
I never ended up seeing
yeah.
either of those. I love
That's
the Tobey Maguire ones, so the first two.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't ready for a new Spider-Man at that point. And I love Sam Raimi too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we could do is we could do a thing where we live watch those movies because you've never seen them. That would be kind of fun.
Maybe one day. They could be neat. Listen, they got a lot of really awesome Spider-Man moments, and I think a lot of people overlook them because they're not as polished filmmaking-wise as the Raimi films.
Yep.
I think, and that's for various reasons. Probably.
Well, you would know.
I studied film. Did you know? You got to see. You have to fuck or marry me. I studied film.
Yeah,
right.
that's always the big ticket.
We got kill Ryan for his money.
Magnet.
Kill Ryan for his money and art. Fuck Griffin because his beard is hitting, and marry Ethan because he's tall.
But I'm taller.
Damn.
They don't know that I'm taller.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you 6? Are you 6'3"?
I am 6'3".
Oh, then we're about the same.
Yeah. I was
Shut
looking
the
you.
fuck
I was
up.
looking you eye to eye at C2E2.
Yeah, that's always odd for me because most people don't. Especially if somebody's taller than me, it really bugs me.
I know.
Yeah, that must suck.
The other day, somebody walked into my job that was like 7 feet tall, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is weird. Troy, Michigan, where I live, is home to the Guinness record for the tallest twins. And one of them worked at, he was like 7'4" or 7'6" or something. He worked at Office Max. And he was huge. Always weird. Didn't have to do anything to get stuff off the shelves.
He might have been bigger, but who would win in a fight between you and him?
Well, you could tell that. I mean, this guy would have been in the NBA if he could move.
Right, but you're jacked.
Right, he couldn't move like at all. He looked like kind of like a giraffe or like a baby giraffe, like trying to learn how to walk. I am jacked.
Guish Monster said. Guish Monster said the Amazing Spider-Man 2 has everything that they love about Spidey in that movie, and I agree with that.
Hell yeah. Underrated masterpiece.
But it's also got Jamie Foxx's Electro in it.
Dylan Cameron, I need you to know that the chat gives me the option. I see your message. Fuck Griffin because he's my girlfriend's height. And it gives me the option to show it or hide it. Ethan's gone just right ahead and approved it.
Yeah.
It's out there. But I want you to know, I was hesitant on that one. I was hesitant.
Well, I think that's a compliment.
That's not. I'll take anything. I'll take anything I can. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Comic Works says that their city has the guy who ate the most macaroni in a minute. Not really, but that would. They lied to you, Ryan.
But it would be cool. That would be cool.
Macaroni Minute. That's our new podcast, actually.
It's like those podcasts where they break down a movie with like a minute of a movie every episode, but we're just breaking down a minute of one bowl of macaroni per episode.
No, it's just 60 seconds of us really close to the mic eating a bowl of macaroni, and hopefully it's kind of like an ASMR sort of situation, but not.
What would be amazing is if you it's like an art piece. You do that, but you do it for like 35 years.
Right.
And it's just the same thing every time.
Absolutely. It's gonna be an installation at MoMA, and I'm gonna just sit in a big room, just a single chair, a spotlight on me. I'm naked, and the bowl is like, it's in my crotch, so it's not, explicit. Kids can still come.
We're wearing paper bags over our heads with a hole for the mouth.
Yes, and I'm just shoveling macaroni and cheese into my mouth for 35 years. People will be like, the piece is about resilience, and I think that's really special, especially in these times.
Oh, I got asked an Alaska question. If Spider-Man lived in Alaska, what would he attach his webs to? What would he swing off of? Rednecks. Griffin and Ethan, what is the most unexpected thing you learned about Spidey's history in Spider-Man Rewind? His first kiss, Tehran.
Definitely Tehran. His first kiss being Tehran, the queen of the spider tribe.
The high priestess.
Damn it, you're right. You got me on that lore.
Yeah.
Bluebird was also unexpected. Sally Averill, everything with Sally Averill. The fact that there was so much stuff with Sally Averill.
Yeah.
Yes.
The fact that Peter and Uncle Ben fought monsters together when he was little. That was pretty crazy.
That was awesome. Yes. All those ones are good.
Yep.
All of those ones are good. Good question. Let's see. Hey, Ryan, can you send me a piece of art just to piss Donnie off? If it makes you feel better, tell him I have type 1 and 2 diabetes.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Comic Works, I hope you are staying inside these days, dude. You are highly at risk for this thing. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
Said that to me?
Huh?
I'm highly at risk?
No.
No, because this person has diabetes, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Abigail Mendoza wants to know if you have any family stories this week, Ryan. Anything you can share?
Oh, okay. I'll tell my story about my water fast.
Yes.
So, I'm like, I'm pretty into health stuff. I'm very I read a lot of books about health and all that. And one of the things that they keep coming back to these days, that the science is showing, is that water fasts are very good for you, like doing a quarterly 3-day water fast. So I finally was like, well, I'm in quarantine. I could go 3 days without eating. Let's give it a shot. First day, fine, not hard at all. Really, it was kind of enjoyable. I was like, wow, I really didn't need to eat. Second day it got a little harder. Still not too bad though. Was all set for the third day. Went to bed. Woke up in the middle of the night. My wife had gotten up to pee, so I was like, I woke up when she came back and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go pee. As I'm getting up, all I remember is standing up. Then the next thing I know, I'm like ramming into the wall, and I'm like, I'm unconscious, but I guess I'm holding myself up. And my wife, I like come to, and I had smashed into the light switch, so the light's on, and she's just looking at me. She's like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it was just a head rush. I just stood up too fast." And I go into the bathroom and I start to, pee. And as I'm peeing, my vision starts going blurry, and I'm like, "Oh dear, I have to eat right now. Like I can't make it." And I start going towards the kitchen, and on the way to the kitchen, I just start crumpling, and I pass out, and I fall. Jesus. I fall on the floor. I pass out, and Scott Williams asked about this on Twitter. He was like, "Did I actually complete it?" The answer is no, Scott. I made it about almost 60 hours. So I come to, and my wife's going, "Ryan, what's wrong? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I need to eat." And she's like, she was already mad at me for doing this water fast. She thought this was dumb, and she was right. And so she goes, "You're gonna eat right now." I'm like, "I know. That's why I was going to the kitchen." And then I start going towards the kitchen. I start trying to stand up, and she goes, "Don't stand up. You crawl. I don't want you falling over again." And she's just like furious at me. And then she goes, "You're going to eat some cereal." And she goes and she gets me some cereal. And then she puts it in a bowl on the floor. And she goes, "Eat it on the floor like a dog." And so I laid on the floor on my stomach and ate a bowl of cereal. And it helped, and I was fine after that. But it was quite the ordeal.
Oh my God. So you didn't have anything for 72, or was trying to do nothing for 72 hours?
Water. I had water. Yeah, but
Jesus.
I mean, it was cool.
Yeah, how many times did you pee?
Oh, a lot. It was out of control. Because I just was you'd get hungry and you just like fill up your stomach with water so that you wouldn't feel hungry anymore. But Can
we get a W in the chat for Ryan trying to just eat cereal off the floor?
No, this one's got to be an F. Got to be an F in the chat.
I thought we would stick with the W. But
I did lose.
It's got to be an F in the chat.
I lost 8 pounds in 2.5 days, but still not worth it. And it was, a lot of that's just like bloat or whatever. You just lose.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Water.
That's what I did.
What do we have in the chat here? Hey, Ethan, somebody asked us. I don't know where the name is now. I'm so sorry. Oh no, sorry. Avian, Brionis. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the name. What's a song the Supple Boys would do a duet to?
The Spectacular Spider-Man theme song, probably. No, I just have a.
I'd love to go to a karaoke guy and be like, "Do you have these the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon opening theme song by chance?"
If they didn't have that, I would do "Kiss from a Rose" with you. I think that would be romantic.
We could do that one day. Next time we're together.
Avon Brionis also says Ryan looks like James from Mr. Sunday Movies. He kind of does.
I don't know what that is.
Hell yeah.
What's Mr. Sunday Movies?
It's a good YouTube channel. It's an Australian man who's quite handsome and muscular.
Quite handsome and a father like yourself.
Oh,
yeah.
He's just dad.
You're honestly very similar.
Me and Ethan bonded over that shit. It's one of the first things Ethan and I got to bond over was that man's work. And this man's work, when you think about it, wow, there's actually a lot of similarities. This is spooky.
I am that guy.
Oh,
shit.
oh.
That's pretty cool. Tiptoe Nuts asks, Ryan is the new Gwyneth Paltrow? Question mark. I don't really understand.
Right. Oh, because
Sure.
he's doing the water fast.
Oh
He's
yeah,
always
yeah.
doing like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's big
I wasn't
into that
sure if
stuff.
it was because he couldn't remember which MCU movies he was in or not.
Did you guys see the candle that she put out?
Oh yeah, the vagina
The what?
smelling one.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say, but I just wanted to know if you did see it.
I
guess you
have
did
one.
see
I have
it.
one going in the background right now.
Quarantine vibes.
It sets the podcasting mood.
I had to counteract my
yes.
dong smelling candle with something else.
Now the two smells are kind of just slapping together like
Oh
Like-
no.
Riz Ahmed and Tom Hardy shooting Venom. Just like, ugh.
Tyler or Jens asked us of the Supple Boys who's the Betty and who's the Veronica. I don't really know the difference other than Riverdale, but I don't know if Riverdale is accurate.
I'm 100% the Veronica, and Ethan is the Betty 1,000 times over.
Okay, so if we're going off of like Riverdale, Betty and Veronica, yeah, you're the fucking Veronica.
Is Griffin? Wait, which one's more conniving?
Veronica.
No, of you two.
Oh, Griffin.
Oh, okay, yeah,
me?
then that's an easy one.
Betty is the sweet girl next door, which is me, obviously.
Obviously. And
Yeah.
you get to date Cole Sprouse.
Veronica's the stuck-up bitch.
Oh, come on, babe. Come on now. Ryan, did you read the little Archie in your day? How much Archie have you read?
Oh,
in
I
your
read a
comics
ton
career?
when I was younger.
I read a
yeah.
little, but I hated it.
Oh, I loved it because they would sell it at grocery stores, and so we would buy those. My sisters and I would all get one, and then it was like when we were going on long trips or whatever, and then we would all read ours, and then we would trade them, and read the other ones. It's a good memory, back before life was terrible and COVID was ruining everything, and all that stuff.
I really like the Mark Wade's Archie. Did you read that, Ryan?
I did. I haven't read any of them. Oh, I did read Adam Hughes' Betty and Veronica, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah, that's cool too.
But I haven't read the any of the other revival stuff. I mean, I have my moment with Archie that it can't be replaced.
I get that. Now, if I'm correct, I think I might have read a little Jughead comic book, but I think it sucked.
Oh yeah, that BS
The
Chip Zdarsky one.
dude who wrote that, no good.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh.
Can we get a fuck COVID in the chat?
A W for fuck COVID.
What do we got?
Are these
Griffin,
ingrates
did you
even
buy
liking this drawing?
the game? Yeah.
Sure.
Can we get a W in the chat for liking the drawing? Is this how you live stream? I've never live streamed. Is this how you do it?
This feels like it.
Constantly asking for some dubs, maybe some Fs every once in a while.
How do people send us money? How do they do that?
We'll do that someday when we get enough followers and views.
Somebody said that what do we have to do to get the C2E2 episode released? I would say send each of us $1,000 and then maybe.
And then probably still no.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, what does Venom feel like? Is he wet? Is it the texture of a fabric? Does it depend on his diet, like dogs?
I don't think it's wet. I don't like the slimy look in the movies, but I don't know what I feel like it's
Really?
more like rubbery. Yeah. Cuz just that wet slimy stuff just looks I don't know. I feel like it would be like a strong material, something that would be tough to penetrate with bullets and stuff.
Yeah. Avon Briones also said Zdarsky and Stegman on Amazing Spider-Man is my dream team.
I'll never work with
That's
him.
like a
so...
50% good, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one good one and one chip.
We're getting a lot of participatory W's in the chat, which I really appreciate. Ryan, people are not happy that you're doing that water thing. They're saying that's not good for you. They're saying if you want to lose weight quickly and keep it off, just do portion control and cut out soda.
I don't drink soda, and I wasn't doing it to lose weight. I was doing it for other purposes, but I'm not going to do a podcast about health right now.
You could do a spin-off.
I probably could at this point. I've read enough stuff.
I've read enough articles in the past 40 days about health that I could probably start a podcast.
I'm basically
or
a
beyond
doctor.
the news.
I'm more of a doctor than Dr. Phil, that's for sure.
Instead of calling this Stegman Show live, we should have called this like chilled back hangout with the boys.
With the boys, the supple boys, and Ryan.
Guish Monster asked Ryan, "What are your favorite artists?" But I think Griffin and I can answer this. Your favorite artists are Joe Mad.
Mm-hmm.
You like Joe Mad? Who else do we got, Griffin?
The
Todd
obvious.
McFarlane.
Yeah.
Todd McFarlane.
Arthur Adams, Michael Golden, J. Scott Campbell.
We were supposed to answer.
Greg Capullo. Cartoony artists with realistic rendering. There's a ton of them that I adore. Actually, I was thinking about this the other day. My all-time favorite at this point might be Naoki Urasawa.
Wow, nice. All right. Very cool. Griffin and I have become such big fans of Raphael Grandpa or whatever. God, he's so good. Everything he does is so good.
Even his design stuff.
I recommended hell out of that.
He's good at every aspect of comic book making.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Yes.
Devin is with me. Devin Abraham. He says LaCroix is like flavored metal. I agree. Get out of here with those LaCroix.
Well, I've switched. I bought a Soda Stream, and I just make my own soda water now, and I put lime in it, and that's where I'm at, because it turned out to be way cheaper than my LaCroix addiction.
Right.
I just stocked my fridge. I put a little pamplemousse in there. I put a little that curate. I don't know what that accent was. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, cut out.
the watermelon strawberry one, I think it is, or maybe it's strawberry cucumber or lime. The one in the skinny tall can, not the little chubby can. I don't know.
Tyler says LaCroix tastes like if water thought really hard about strawberries.
Kick him out!
That's what I'm in it for.
Get him out of here!
Removed from the chat.
The LaCroix boys have disbanded. All right,